thank you again for introduction, and thank you for giving this platform for people to speak. My name is Anya Prosvetova, and I'm going to today to answer 5 most frequently asked questions about Tableau dashboard extensions. And the first one is obviously, what is a Tableau dashboard extension? And Tableau dashboard extensions are custom dashboard objects that are basically little websites that you can create on your own, and they allow you to interact with your dashboard via Tableau extensions API. And using extensions, you can either create some custom visuals that you can't really create directly in Tableau. You can also integrate third-party applications directly in your Tableau dashboards. And you can also create extensions that allow the end users to write back into the data source directly in your dashboard without leaving Tableau environment. So that's Tableau dashboard extension. You can find Tableau dashboard extensions that are created already by Tableau or by a third party, by other companies, on the extensions gallery that is hosted and curated by Tableau. All the extensions there are vetted and checked by Tableau, so you should be confident about using them there. Some extensions are free and some are paid, so check this before using them. And this is where you can find them, but what about how you can actually use them on your dashboards? And let's look at this very simple dashboard I have here, which shows us the historical data about Amazon shares for the last 5 years. And it's quite a good data, but imagine if you want to see only the year-to-date information every time you open this dashboard. So you want to really focus on how it was developing in the last year from today. So we can do this by using a Tableau extension. And first, we would need to add an extension object on our dashboard. Then you can say that you want to use the extension, the My extension that you downloaded on your computer, and the extension comes in the file as a format T-Rex. And then you will get this note about who created this and what this extension do. And then look at the date filter now. Now it's updated and it's showing only the data from today back 1 year back. And if I save this dashboard now with this extension, close it and open it, say, in a month's time, the extension will automatically update the data filter again, and it will show me only the data from the day when I open the dashboard and the year back. So that's how you can use extensions on your dashboards. Then you can also obviously ask, well, I get all these great ideas now, how can I create my own? And it's quite an easy process, especially if your extension is not going to be something very complex at the beginning. So all you need is Tableau Desktop version 2018.1 or higher. You need some platform to host your extensions. So for example, I used a platform that's called Glitch. You can also use a platform that's called Heroku or something like that, something similar. You will also need to use text editor where you will write your code. And your code for the extension should be 3 different files. So first is a JavaScript file. And this is the file where you're going to actually tell what's the logic of your extension. So for example, as you see on the screen, I'm talking about the worksheet that's called historical trend here. I'm saying that I want to use the field that's called date. And then I'm creating the function where I'm telling what exactly this extension should do. So it should take my data, my date filter, and show me the data only for the year from now backwards. So we have this JavaScript file. Next, we need to create the web page. As I said earlier, extension is quite as a type of a small website that you actually embed in your dashboard. So this web HTML file will have the frame for our web page. And if you saw earlier in this GIF, my extension is very simple. It just showed you this sentence. The extension updates the date filter to view year-to-date transactions. The extension can be more complex if you want to create, say, a menu or some additional set of settings for your users to change. In my case, it was quite simple. But the main thing here, there are 2 points, actually. So the first one, at the top of this script, in the line number 3, you get the reference to the main Tableau JavaScript library. So HTML file understands what it needs to refer to. And then here in the line number 14, you see the reference to the script file that we looked just in the previous file. That's the logic for our extension. And then the third file that we need to create is the file with the format .trex. And that's why I have my companion here today, because you can't talk about a Tableau dashboard extensions without mentioning T-Rex. And this file, this manifest file, is basically an XML file that describes the extension. It just gives information about who created it, some contact details. It also tells you, for example, in my case, on line number 2, again, reference to the Tableau's extension API library. It tells you the link. In my case, it's line number 10, where my extension is hosted. So you see I hosted it on Glitch platform. And then line number 16, that's what's going to be shown in this note when you add extension to your dashboard, what this extension is doing. It's quite a short description. And so this is how you create your own dashboard extensions. If you're now buzzing with ideas and thinking, where can I learn more? What can I do next? So there are some really useful materials for you to look at. You can watch tutorials by Tableau Data Dev team, but also by the community on YouTube. You can read extensions API documentation, which gives also quite good examples and actually samples you can use as starters. And last, but very much not the least, I really encourage you, if you want to learn more about developer tools, whether it's extensions API or something else, join the Tableau developer program. You can get access through this program to a really great community of developers, but also you will get, as a part of the program, free Tableau Online instance that you can use to experiment and play around with all these different tools and really learn how they can play in the real life, how you can use them in the real life. And the last thing I wanted to mention here as well as a resource, and it's a very new thing, so it's just starting in November. I was inspired by the recent Tableau conference, and I decided to set up this really informal chat for people if they want to learn more about developer tools. So feel free to join. It's going to be a monthly event, no previous experience required, no questions considered silly. I'm happy to share all my knowledge with you guys. And if you have question number 6 or more, even about Tableau extensions or maybe other developer tools, feel free to reach out via Twitter. And also I have a website where I post articles about how to use different developer tools. So also we'll be happy to see you there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Anya. That was such a good talk. We have some questions coming up. So first question is from Alicia. Are there any privacy issues with extensions?
Yeah, so it's quite a frequent question about extensions, and it really depends how your system is set up, how your Tableau server is set up, and the whole IT infrastructure. But Tableau takes a lot of time and effort to make sure that all the extensions that are available on the gallery, they are safe, and no actual data is processed via third-party extensions.
Excellent. And a question from Juliana. What's your favorite extension?
My favorite extension, I think it's a metadata API. You can use it to find out the relationship between, say, different workbooks on your Tableau server or owners and data sources, and really get a lot of data from your server that otherwise just sits there without any use. So I think that's my favorite.
Oh, I can imagine that's really useful when working with clients.
Yes.